Before Filthy Frank popularized the Harlem Shake dance in 2013, when him and his friends decided to thrust on camera for 2 whole minutes. Before Filthy Frank offended and mesmerized millions with his specific brand of gross out and absurd humor. Before he made a vomit pound cake in collaboration with To Basic and MaxMoeFoe, raking in more than 6 million views.
Let me stop spitting in my cake.
Oh my god, that video is Before Filthy Frank would terrorize the public with his alter egos Pink Man, Salamander Man, and Lemon Man, Filthy Frank, or Joji Miller, or technically Joji Miller, well, he was just a kid making ridiculous anime-inspired videos with his friends. Then in 2013, the 4 of them posted a video of them thrusting to a song and titled it The Harlem Shake. The trend swept the globe and soon everyone was imitating it. From there, he continued making videos as Filthy Frank, a racist and disgusting character whose only goal is to offend others. But the stress and pressure of online fame soon began to affect his health, resulting in him having seizures, and he realized, well, he was epileptic. Which is a pretty ironic thing to happen for a guy that invented a dance where you, well, you know, basically look like you're having a seizure.
We thought it was so funny doing these fake seizures, and now some call it bad luck, some call it karma.
This health scare had left Filthy Frank questioning his future, plus he'd also received numerous threats from viewers who had figured out where he lives, and they were stating that he better watch out. When you're dealing with stress issues, death threats, they certainly don't help. I know firsthand. By the way, Mia Khalifa, I promise I will not make any more videos on you in the near future. Except for the Before They Were Famous I recently made in Spanish.
Calista estaba trabajando en un Whataburger. Estuvo en el mostrador por unos 6 meses y los clientes le prestaban poca atención. Hasta que la vieron un día en la ciudad vistiendo una minifalda y una blusa reveladora y de repente le llegó una carta preguntándole si quería trabajar para un sitio web llamado Scoreland.
Okay, I promise now I'm done. At least for a couple of weeks. You can subscribe to my Spanish channel by hitting this beautiful button right here, right now. Go over there and tell me what you think of my Spanish accent. Or Spanish voice. I'll be sure to respond to all the comments. Alright, let's get back to Filthy Frank. My name, of course, is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Filthy Frank, or Joji Miller, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, you guys requested this video in abundance. Some of you nearly lost your minds. As always, be sure to let me know in the comments down below who you want me to document next. Joji, or Joji Miller, was born on September 18th, 1992. Much of his childhood remains a mystery, but what we do know is that he's a student attending college trying to save up for grad school. He's half Japanese and half Australian. He lives in Brooklyn, New York and speaks fluent Japanese. He still goes back to Japan and Australia from time to time, but devotes most of his time to running his YouTube channels. As for his YouTube career, well, he was making videos as far back as 2006. Let's take a look.
Breakdance. Go, 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 go.
On June 15th, 2008, George created his channel, Disaster Music, and was part of the group known as the Tempura Boys. Him and his friends continued to make absurd comedy sketches for the first few years.
Red fly! Tempura Boys!
Now the channel, it was inactive for almost 2 years, then George posted a video called Filthy Shit. In this video, we see the beginnings of the incredibly crude, offensive, and all-around horrible character that became Filthy Frank. The description to this video, it reads, I made a bet with a friend where if I can get over 10,000 views on this video, I can punch him in the nuts as hard as I can. So help us out. Well, that video, it went on to get 500,000 views, so that's a serious groin beating. Ugh.
I was dripping shit. I was dripping shit from my ass.
George would continue to develop this character who was the embodiment of everything a person shouldn't be. He's antisocial and reacts excessively to everything. He's even anti-PC. Yeah, that's going too far. He also makes fun of absolutely every type of person. No one is off limits, a topic that worked out excellently for shows like South Park and Family Guy, but in a generation of YouTubers that were trying to be as likable and personable as possible, well, Filthy Frank, he was doing the complete opposite. AKA, cut-in of Nicole Arbor. She's on the same team. You know what I mean?
I'm young, black, rich, and famous. I got $10 hanging from my anus.
Soon Miller was creating other characters and adding them to the mix. On February 29, 2012, a video titled Mr. Pink and Friends was uploaded to the Disaster Music YouTube channel featuring Frank and another man in a bodysuit acting deranged and staging pranks in public places.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Within a year, it had almost 300,000 views. The Pink Man's disturbing and insane behavior would go on to gain a lot of fans, along with his other popular characters, Salamander Man, a man with a salamander hat who rubs his nipples a whole lot. There's also Lemon Guy and Safari Man, but Salamander Man, he is my fave. Just gotta get a little rub in them nipples. Just gotta get a little rub in them nipples. Them nipples, them nipples, them nipples, them nipples, them nipples, them nipples. Just gotta get a little rub in them nipples. Their channel would go on to blow up on February 2nd, 2013 when George uploaded a video in which he and several friends wearing different colored bodysuits dance thrusted to a song you might have heard of.
Do the Harlem Shake.
That was the video that popularized the Harlem Shake dance craze, which would be endlessly replicated. Their video accumulated 350,000 views in a week, and at the time of this recording, it's standing at over 55 million views. Now, Filthy Frank had been diligent about keeping his personal life personal, but on May 2014, he uploaded a video titled Filthy Frank Exposes Himself. In it, he appears as himself for the first time ever. George speaks sincerely to his fans and reveals that he was born with a brain condition that gives him seizures. Ironically, he and his friends often fake seizures in public for the Pink Man videos. Talk about bad karma. Or perhaps it's just method acting, I don't know.
Hey boss, I have a seizure.
His seizures are triggered by stress, which unfortunately running his show gives him a whole lot of. For one, his characters are very physically demanding, and he's under constant pressure to perform. To keep his health in check, George said he wanted to include more videos of him just being himself. He said if his fans were upset by this, that he was breaking the illusion and talking to them honestly, well, he didn't care about them, because they didn't care about his health, and he no longer wanted them to support his channel. He was shocked to find that his fans were not supportive at all. Almost no one was interested in the real George, and demanded the return of Filthy Frank. So how did he react to this? Well, he decided to take down that video where he exposed himself, as well as his personal vlogs. They can no longer be found on the internet, well they kinda can, because people re-upload stuff. Happens all the time. Eventually, Filthy Frank and his fans would come to an understanding when he opened up a new channel known as Filthy Frank TV, where 2 million people would subscribe to watch him push the envelope even further. There was a phase of videos involving dead animals, then there was vomit, suicide attempts, more racism, and a whole lot of homophobia. Did I mention the vomiting? I did, right? Well, let's take one more look at that vomit cake.
Did this your mother's recipe, Frank? My mom has terminal cancer.
And the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden and I do all sorts of celebrity bios on here. We've done a whole bunch of YouTubers. We've done Pickle Boy and Angry Grandpa in the past. I also have a Spanish channel where I am getting these videos remade or with new hosts who speak Spanish. So if you got any friends in that part of the world, those parts of the world, be sure to let them know. Also hit subscribe, help us out. I'll see you guys in another video. Just gotta get a little rub in them nipples, them nipples, them nipples, them nipples, them nipples.